Hi Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your January 16th to the 31st, 2020 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also to subscribe to my channel. So let's dive in now, Sagittarius, and see what the cards have to say. What I'm going to be doing first is I'm going to be moving your Spirit Guide animal cards over to the side. These will be layered on top of the tarot deck because it is just a beautiful way to have Spirit speak. This will be done at the end, and it just gives such a beautiful voice to Spirit. And then I am taking your Sacred Earth cards and shuffling them because it is so much easier to shuffle the cards without me having laid down the tarot deck first. So let's see now. Sagittarius, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Sagittarius. 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 Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. This card right here, which is time, if you can see that. And this card right here, which is revolution, having a revolution of self, but also having a revolution in time management or the way that you see your time moving you forward. There is a sense here of a shift in what is important to you and a coming together of an insight and an understanding. So let's see what your chakra cards have to say. Sagittarius, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Sagittarius. January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Sagittarius. January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Sagittarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Right here, which this is grounding, right? And this is the Earth Star chakra, and this is represented by the color black, of course, and it is the chakra that is located 6 inches below your feet. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. This one right here, which is communication. So a grounding in your communication, and this is your throat chakra. And then let's see what the tarot has to say. Sagittarius, January 16th to the 31st, 2020, Sagittarius. 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 Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Fantastic. At the center of everything, we have the Queen of Wands. And Sagittarius, this is perfect. This is you shining through. You are represented by the Wands in the Minor Arcana. You are represented by the Temperance card in the Major Arcana. So during this time, just at your heart, you are going to be a more of the behind-the-scenes type of person, more like the director behind the scenes. And there is a powerful energy about you. Then we have here the Emperor, Aries energy, which also is amplified because of the Wands. They are also fire sign energies. This is a time period of March 21st to April 19th. Then we have the Ace of Swords, Justice card, which represents a Libra energy, and this is a time frame of September 23rd to October 22nd. We have the King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Then we have the Six of Swords, and the 10, 15, 16, 17. There we go. I can do Roman numerals. This is the Star card, which represents, of course, an Aquarius energy, a time frame of January 20th to February 18th. Then we have the Five of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, which is beautiful, and the Four of Wands, which is also beautiful. So let's start off with your chakra cards. Right here, we have grounding. We have you taking root and really having this be a stabilizing, steadying time for you. And this is how you're moving forward in this stabilization of self, in this sense of feeling grounded, feeling centered, healing and cleansing your Earth Star chakra, okay, 6 inches below your feet. What is grounding you to this earth is going to be what moves you forward, what moves you towards what you need to have in this life. And there's also a deeper connection with you to the earth mother, a rebirth of self, a stepping into your power, a rejuvenation, and finding your stability. But it starts off with you taking root, Sagittarius, which is really great because of your passion, your creativity, your way with people. You have this ability to move yourself forward. And now that you are taking root and standing your ground, standing within your strength of self, you're going to find that you feel stronger, you feel more capable, you feel more able. And then this moves to your throat chakra, which is all about communication here. And so with your throat chakra, the healing and cleansing of your throat chakra here, you can also heal and cleanse your Earth Star chakra, which would be highly beneficial. And so just seeing any negative energy kind of flowing out of it, surrounding it with the golden light of spirit, really coming in and with communication with your throat chakra, surrounding your throat chakra with the golden light of spirit, releasing any negativities, any brokenness, any, traces of harm that have been put in there by yourself, by others. And you are finding a way to communicate. And if you see here, the communication is done mind to mind. So what you are actually communicating is not what you're saying, though your words have tremendous power, especially during this time. What you are communicating is your energy vibration. And as you communicate this energy vibration, as you communicate this passion of self, this way of looking at things, this, deeper desire, people are going to pick up on it before or as you enter a room. And so know here that the communication starts before a word is even uttered. And as that becomes part of your truth, as you see this, as you move forward in this power, you start to know that you communicate your intentions through your energy vibration. And your throat chakra is helping you move towards the place that you want to be. Speak into reality what it is that you want through the emotions that you are embracing and the way that you are moving forward. Because we all are emotional creatures. I mean, we come from a place of the heart. And sometimes our heart is angry. Sometimes our heart is frustrated. And that comes out through our words, through our body language, through a myriad of subtle signs. So here, as you cleanse your heart, you will find that you are able to communicate more truly of yourself, because your voice is the communication of your heart. And whether that comes from a place of love or a place of despair or even hatred, that's where you are at the moment within your journey. And there needs to be an acceptance of self and of soul in order to have you move forward. And I'm not saying that any of you come from a place of hatred, but there can be people that you are dealing with who do. And that has been devastating for you. But as you step into your power and as you step back and you embrace your magic, not a hocus pocus magic, but a magic of self, a knowing that the God's head lives within you. Brahma said he hid the God's head within man because that is the only place we wouldn't look for it. So look within yourself and you will find that you hold, the universe within you. You are made of stardust and you hold a piece of the universe within yourself and you hold a piece of the gods within you, which is absolutely spectacular and breathtaking. Time. It takes time to heal. It takes time to move forward. Give yourself time. You're going to want things yesterday. Why? Because that's the way our world works. We want things yesterday. We should have already been able to do all of these things that we want to achieve when we were born. That would have been great. But it's not the way life works. We stumble. We fall. Very few people are born tremendously gifted in one place, and knowing that from a very early age and being set up to excel at that gift. Not everybody is a savant. Just not. So here, there is a sense of giving yourself time. And it's not saying, oh, I'll do this tomorrow, oh, I'll do this tomorrow, oh, I'll do this tomorrow. Though sometimes that's what you need to do, Sagittarius. You need to give yourself time just to breathe, just to relax, de-stress, and that's okay. But you also need to give yourself time in working towards your goals and figuring things out and seeing the bigger picture of what you want and what you desire and where you need to be. Those goals are important. That passion is important. Give yourself time and you will see that you jump free. Here you have a little baby. You have a symbol of the sacred feminine, of the goddess right here. All right? And this baby turns into this adult who has wisdom right on her shoulder. And that's what I'm seeing here with you. You are growing, you are evolving. You are never going to be the person you once were, ever. You're always changing, constantly changing. Every day you wake up, you are a new person with a new start, with a new way to define yourself. You don't have to be defined by yesterday's mistakes. So give yourself time, and take the time that is given to you to move you forward in passion and in creativity, because you're having a revolution of self. You're moving forward in wisdom. You're moving towards, a deeper truth. You're flying free and being guided by the darker side of things. And by the darker side, I mean the things that aren't always displayed within the light, the things that people might think, oh my gosh, I can't look at that, or I can't do that because it's not acceptable by everybody else. And I don't mean something, I don't mean anything ugly. I mean something beautiful, but it's not mainstream. And people are afraid of how they will be judged, how they will be laughed at. Nobody wants to be laughed at. Nobody wants to be mocked and ridiculed and made to feel terrible about themselves. So here, with this revolution, you are having a revolution of wisdom. You're having a revolution of self-love and self-care, and this embrace of the heart to move forward and to ground you and to communicate, through emotional vibration and through a sense of inner peace and inner passion. And as you move forward, you have yourself here being the Queen of Wands. And I always see the Queen of Wands as Heket in Greek mythology, or Hecate, the goddess of in Greek mythology of magic. And as I said before, it isn't hocus pocus magic. It is the magic within. It isn't Circe turning men into pigs. It is simply saying that you are embracing your power, you are embracing your truth, and you are living within the realm of the fantastical, meaning that things that were impossible yesterday can very well be possible today. And if they're not possible today, you're working towards them being possible in the future, moving you towards a place of defining yourself in a place of forever growth, of learning and leading you forward to the person that you want to be, to expanding yourself, your ideas, and your heart. And this leads you to the Ten of Pentacles, prosperity, abundance, bounty coming into your life, really guiding you and opening you to your truth. There is a sense that at times you have stumbled and you have thought, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. Or you've listened to other people and they scare the bejesus out of you. You're just sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get there. There's so much I have to do. I've already started 15 million steps behind everybody else. I'm never going to get to live my dream and to embrace my truth. Here's the thing, you are. And that's the prosperity that comes in. This is wealth, or this is something as valuable as money that you are embracing, that is leading you forward. And as it leads you forward, you claim your throne. All right, here you have people bowing to you. Now, I'm not saying that people are actually going to bow to you in real life, because that's weird. But I am saying that you are going to feel a bowing to who you are. It's kind of like, oh my gosh, they accept me. Oh my gosh, they see me. Oh my gosh, they understand. And it doesn't have to mean that they really understand where you're coming from, because it might be so kind of out there for them that they can't. But they understand you and they see your success and they can understand success. So know that this is what you're building towards. It may not be that tomorrow you wake up and everybody gets you. It can be that you're working towards your dream, you're working towards your goals. And by the time of the Aries time period, March 21st to April 19th, you're claiming your throne. And again, this can take more time. I'm not saying that for everyone it will be within this time period. The time period here, we have the time period of this reading, January 20th to February 18th, really coming in. That's pretty much the whole time frame of the reading. I know it starts at the 16th, but you have the Aquarius time frame come in. It's going to be a very powerful time for you. And then you have the Justice time period, which is September 23rd to October 22nd. So between the Aries and the Libra time period, that's going to be where you start really claiming yourself. But you're going to see yourself sitting in your truth, claiming your throne, claiming your power and your abilities within the Aries time period. But there's also a sense of during this time, you might be having, not during this time, okay, but during the time of this reading, you might be having a bit of a tiff, a bit of a different disagreement with an Aries, or somebody who very much thinks that you're supposed to walk this road, you're supposed to live this life, and if you don't, you are automatically a bad person. You're not. You're not. Do not let somebody else's definition of life and self become yours. Okay, that's just not your truth. So here, you are claiming your throne. You're walking in your power. You are absolutely not going to like being told what to do. So know here that as you walk in your power and as you claim your truth, if somebody tries to say, you have to do things this way, you have to do things that way, it's going to rub you the wrong way. Be very careful of this within a work environment, because if somebody just starts giving you orders and you're like, wait, what the heck is going on here? Who are you? Why are you doing this? Kind of thing, like you're just taking it all over. It's going to rub you the wrong way, and you're going to see yourself shut down. Even if your boss does it, okay, but you don't feel as if they're speaking to you like a human being, they're just kind of barking at you, you need to step back. Because if you react to it the way that you want to, which is kind of like getting up and storming out, it's not going to bode well for you, right? So there is a sense of checking a little bit of a temper at times, Sagittarius, because Aries is the god of war, so there can be this combative energy that I don't want you to fall into. Right? But also at home, if there are things where you seem to be butting heads with somebody because your ideas don't match, step back, because what this is it's a lack of communication, and it's your energy vibrations not being on the same wavelength, not being at the same place. So here you are claiming your throne. You are knowing that you are human, and to be human is to make mistakes. And that's the thing. Whenever I look at this card, I always see David from the Old Testament. And yes, I say Solomon too, but David most always. And he's from the Torah, he's from the Old Testament, and he was flawed. I mean, come on, he sent somebody's husband to the front lines so that he could marry the guy's wife. It's not cool. He made some great mistakes, but he still, had his connection with divinity. He still did his job, and he repented. He said he was sorry, and he meant it from the deepest depth of his soul. So things that you have done, all right, forgive yourself for them, but act in a place of forgiveness and work with divinity to move you forward. You claim your throne not from being perfect. This isn't about being perfect. This is about being human. And I know people are trying to sell us this road to perfection, this road to being absolutely the best person you can possibly be. Just buy this makeup, wear these heels, have this jacket. For guys, get a six-pack, do this, do that. It's amazing. Everything that they want you to buy, wear these clothes, wear this cologne, it's amazing. It just is amazing. None of that makes somebody happy for longer than just a moment. It's maybe a happiness for a day. Look at the new thing I got. Look at how great I look. Look at this. But it wears off because it starts to become the norm. And then you need your next boost of happiness that you purchase, which wears off. And it's an endless cycle of consumerism. And what I'm seeing here, and what Spirit is saying, is that your happiness, it comes from within. Because once you reach a point in your life where you have made enough money to cover your bills, it's statistically proven that a person's happiness does not increase. Not their ability to buy things, not their ability to consume, just their happiness. So here, if you're able to take care of yourself, or if you have a plan to be able to take care of yourself the way that you want to, you are going to see that your happiness grows to a place where people start looking at you and saying, wow, how can I be happy? Because then you're not going after the next big thing, the next big thing, the next big thing. You're saying, what do I need for myself to be happy? What gives me joy? What brings me peace? Because here, you're going to run up against things that you have been through before. Hardships, pains, disappointments, disagreements with somebody who's trying to tell you how to live your life, what to do. And you're going to sit there and you're going to be like, what the heck is going on here? What have I done that makes this situation thrown back in my face? It's karmic. It definitely is. You haven't addressed it karmically in the way divinity wanted you to. So I very much believe in that. I've had incidents where it was almost like I was working with the same exact person. So much so that I would get their name confused when I would talk to them sometimes, or when I would just be talking about them, I would get their names confused because they were so similar. But the thing is that that person was put in my path again, okay? Because it was a lesson I needed to learn. It was a ground I needed to stand. And here, it's going to be the same thing for you, Sagittarius. And here, you need to stand your ground and know your truth without nastiness being involved. It can be involved on their part, sure, definitely. Actually, it most likely is. But on your part, stay in a place of love and stay in a place of truth and leave the rest behind, because it isn't going to matter to you. It's going to be a catalyst for something greater. it's going to be a revolutionary idea for yourself here that moves you forward. But it's not going to be the defining factor that it once was. And I love the progression of 4 and then 5. And then here you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is an ally for you during this time, but also somebody very grounded, very centered. There's a sense here with the 4 of Wands of a celebration. The 4 of Wands is the minor arcana marriage card. You could be having a relationship with this person, but you don't have to be. There is a sense of a marriage to what it is that you desire. You know, a commitment to yourself. You have here the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands. This is very much being grounded on this earthly plane, seeing what it is that you want to design, what you want to design for yourself in the here and now, what you desire in the here and now. And as you see it, you are going to start to see the fantastical comes to reality. I mean, here you have talking trees or walking trees or trees that are like people. Those are Ents in Lord of the Rings. So that's kind of cool. And then you have a little goblin like creature over there. And so it's kind of like the fantastical becomes part of your reality because you are connecting with what you truly want and where it is that you truly want to be. The King of Pentacles is saying on the stage, right? Because the kings are the actors upon the stage, the queens, the directors behind the scenes. Your passion, your creativity, your desire for the way that you move forward, this is behind the scenes. On the stage is your wealth, your determination, your prosperity, the light that people are guided to by you, that they see you as a wealthy, prosperous person. It doesn't mean that your bank account has to be huge. It means that the wealth that you are taking in, the prosperity that you are building yourself up with is tremendous and it is beautiful. And people are absolutely taking note of it. And then we have this moving to the celebration of self, the marriage of what you truly desire coming in. This could also be new job opportunities coming your way, moving house, things like this, big changes that come forward that are celebrated by you. And then this moves us to the 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords is gathering up all your knowledge and all your understanding and moving forward. You're moving forward to the unknown. I love the picture because this little boy is on this boat and he's out for an adventure. And that's what you're out for. It's kind of like, I can achieve anything. You know, that bright-eyed innocence of youth. And you're not going to be naive during this time or childlike, but you're going to have a childlike heart. It's a sense of, I can accomplish anything I put my mind to. I'm not going to be let down. I'm not going to fail because I know that I am. It's almost invincible, but it's not saying that you are invincible. So don't think so. Don't think that way. Don't think like, oh, I can do anything. Nothing's going to go wrong. But there's the sense of, I will never know if I can or if I can't, if I don't. You know, it's a sense of not playing it safe anymore. It's going after what you truly desire. And I'm not saying to quit your job or, you know, walk out and be homeless or anything like this. I am saying that there's a part of you that is calling towards something greater. And you have all your knowledge and all your learning with you. And as you move forward towards a new future for yourself, and you start building, you start planning, you start going after what it is that you want. You know, if that's a new job, you start looking at things. You start looking at new job opportunities out there for you. You start maybe doing something that you love doing on the side, and maybe that becomes a career. You know, very much so. It could very much be that case. Or you're in a relationship where you're not happy with the person, but you don't have the money to, let's say, leave the person, or have a place of your own. So here it's saving, it's building up, it's looking at things, and it's saying, okay, I can do this. It's going to be hard, most definitely, but once you're at a place where you can be secure, you move forward. And that's what I'm seeing here. You're moving forward to the unknown in a very prosperous, very real way. And for those of you who that analogy does not apply to, or those analogies do not apply to, you're moving towards what you want and what you've been afraid to go after because you have the knowledge, you have the understanding, and justice is balanced around you. The Libra energy, time frame September 23rd to October 22nd, may very well be your greatest ally during this time, but it is also a sense of justice. There's a sense of truth coming forward. There's a sense of balance coming into your life. And as it comes in and as you embrace it, you move forward to a prosperity that is absolutely divinely given, and a prosperity that doesn't have to be wealth, but means as much to you as money. Something that is priceless. That's it. Something that is priceless is coming into your life, and you celebrate it. There is a marriage to your dreams that is moving you forward. And I'm just going to take a sip of water because I'm going to start coughing. Ooh, goodness. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Okay. And then this leads you to the star card. And the star card is the time period of this reading. You know, it's the 19th. Is it the 19th? No, it's the 20th to the 18th. The 20th of January to the 18th of February. And here you are starting to see that Spirit is answering your soul's wish. This is your soul's wish. So this isn't saying, oh, I wish for a new fancy car, or oh, I wish for this, or I wish for that. It is saying what your soul really wants. I wish to be happy. I wish to be able to have freedom. I wish to be able to come and go in my life the way I choose to. And Spirit is listening to you. Divinity is listening to you. And it's actually going to be overwhelming, the way that you are listened to. Because it's going to be scary. Because I'm just thinking of when I started this channel. After my first video, because I do not like public speaking, I did not like the idea of being out there. It was absolutely cripplingly terrifying to me. I cried. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I have 11 more videos to make. It was terrible. And that can be having your soul's wish granted, can be just like that. It's something terrible. It's something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, but it's something that you love so much that you do it anyway. And that's what I'm seeing here. It doesn't have to be, when I say you get your soul's wish, it sounds so lovely and it sounds so wonderful. And sometimes it is, and I hope it is for you. But at other times, it's terrifying and it's ugly and it pushes you to a place that you're not comfortable with, because divinity says you can do it. And you know what's really funny? Is that you can. And here's the thing. There's an Avett Brothers song, and there's a line that says, if the one that you love laughs at your dreams, then one of them has to go. So here, if as your soul's wish is granted, but you're afraid that people will laugh at you, you're afraid that it is going to be, the worst decision, then you have to give up on one thing. Well, you have to either give up on those people and what they think, and if they'll mock you, or if you mock yourself, or you have to give up on your dream. And I know that that's really blunt, and that's probably not what you want to hear, and you might turn off this reading right now. But that's okay, because it's the truth. So there is a test here for you. There is a strength that you are embodying here that is profound and beautiful, and so positively you at this time, that it's going to be scary. You also have to give yourself time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a leap of faith, and it's going to take falling, and it's going to take doubting, and it's going to take fearing, and it's going to take being overwhelmed. But then you have the Ace of Swords. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing you a gift of knowledge, of clarity, of understanding. And I don't have you taking this gift, but it's permeating the way that you are moving forward. It's permeating every single aspect that you are making, because you're hearing a whisper of truth and you're moving towards it. And as you move towards it, you're going to be faced with doubts and fears and apprehensions that you have been faced with before, and that have crippled you and held you down and made you doubt yourself. But the prosperity that comes into your life from moving towards your heart's desire is going to be absolutely breathtaking. So let's see what your spirit guide animal cards have to say. Oh, and you have a repeat of the number 4 with the grounding with the Earth Star Chakra and the 4 of Wands, which you can't see, but is right here. All right? And that's saying it's time to take care of yourself. Yeah, it's time to take care of you. Oh, and you have with the Emperor. So it is definitely time to take care of you. It's time to take care of the temple of your soul, which is your body, which is yourself. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Sagittarius, January 16th to the 31st, 2020 Sagittarius. January 16th to the 31st, 2020 Sagittarius. January 16th to the 31st, 2020 Sagittarius. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Fantastic. All right, and I'm just going to lay these out quietly. Okay, that's beautiful. All right, so at the heart of everything is the starfish spirit, which says open to infinite possibilities, which is what you are at this time. You are open to infinite possibilities, and you really are walking into a mastery of yourself. You really are walking into a powerful truth about you and the way that you want to move forward and the place that you want to be. And as you are opening to infinite possibilities, as you're opening to your truth and to your power and to the way that you want to live your life, you are going to see that there's a strength about you. There is a confidence to you that was lacking before. And that leads you to the koala spirit, which says spirit has a plan. As you get the prosperity, as you have bounty coming into your life, as you have the sense of wonder and beauty leading you forward, know that spirit has a plan, and you're going to be following that plan towards greatness, towards something that is hugely important to you. Excuse me. And then this moves you to the electric eel spirit, which says, bring your ideas to life. As you claim your throne, as you step into your power, bring your ideas to life. Do not think that your voice does not matter. Communicate what it is that you want to yourself and to those around you. You know, have plans, have ideas, and show that there is forward movement. And you might not want to communicate this to everybody around you, but this is a good place for you to start. It's kind of like you speak your reality into existence. You say it, and you say it to yourself in front of the mirror, and you start to believe the power of your dreams and of the place that you want to stand, and you start to claim it. This leads to the koi fish spirit, which says there's always enough. There is always enough for you. Do not think that it is always going to be lack and disappointment and despair and hardship and pain. It isn't. You are going to be meeting with trials and tribulations, but you are also going to be overcoming trials and tribulations and heartbreaks, pains and disappointments to claim your throne and to claim your power, and to know that you have won the battles. And karmically, you really are moving forward in a way that Spirit is saying that has you empowered. And when you meet this imposter, when you meet this sense of I'm not good enough or you can't possibly do it, you have a strength to say, oh yes, I am. And oh yes, I will. I will be achieving. I will be succeeding. And this leads you to the whale spirit, which says, trust the great mysteries. As you embrace your prosperity, trust in the great mysteries. Trust that there is so much more out there than you even understand. And let yourself have faith in the divine to move you forward. Let yourself be guided by your intuition and your spiritual instincts, because that is going to be leading you to the place that you want to be, to the power that you want to see within your life. And then we have the flamingo spirit, which I love because it is embrace the in-between, but also it is saying that your energy shines bright. And what you put into yourself is going to be what people are seeing. The words that you define yourself by, the way that you speak to yourself, people are going to be seeing the energy around you. And that comes from the way you love yourself. Because flamingos, as if you watched my channel before, you'll know that flamingos are actually white. And they turn pink because of the fish that they eat. What you put into yourself is going to change the aura projection of what people see around you. Right? The subconscious way they see you. And this is leading you towards your prosperity, your bounty, your beauty, your truth, because they're seeing you as a person of action, as a person of going after their dreams, as a person of believing and succeeding and achieving. And as they see you as that, and as you see, which is more important, as you see yourself as that, you move to the horse spirit, which says freedom is yours. Freedom is yours as you gather your knowledge, as you gather your understanding, and you move forward. Freedom is yours as you head towards your dreams and you head towards your power. And this leads you to the wombat spirit, which says be at home. Be at home with yourself. Be at home with the justice that you are bringing yourself. Be at home with the way that you are rising and the way that you are embracing your beauty, because this leads you to the fact that spirit has a plan. And spirit knows you better than you can possibly imagine. And you embrace the in-between. You embrace what others do not see and what others at times cannot see, which is going to hugely frustrate you at times, that they cannot see the path for which you are heading, and that they might think that it's wrong, but it's not. It's not. It's just yours, and it's not theirs. And then we have the bat spirit, which says a rebirth is assured. You are being reborn, and by getting this soul's wish, by getting what your heart truly desires, okay, you are reborn. And it is going to be a powerful rebirth. Then we have the dragonfly spirit, which says, truth transcends illusion. And as you have this sword of knowledge and of power and of understanding come to you, as divinity cuts through the doubts and the fears and lets you see what you truly want, you trust. You trust in the fact that illusion is falling away. Truth transcends illusion. And you transcend the illusion of fear. Fear is simply doubt. Fear is simply, oh my gosh, I failed before, I'll fail again. It's never going to happen. You've just talked yourself into failing. Fear is also, holy crumb cakes, everything can fall apart. I can make an absolute fool of myself. Here I go. I'll fall, I'll fail, I'll keep on going. Because this is my truth and this is my path. Let's feel the fear and do it anyway. And this leads you to the koi fish spirit. There is always enough. There is always enough out there. The world is bountiful. We just think it is a place of lack. That there is only enough for certain people. You have to be this way or that way. Or, we give so many physical criteria, so many, regional criteria, so many everything. Where we say, okay, this is the only way that you can be prosperous. But the earth, it has enough for us. There's enough prosperity out there for all of us. And that's what you're embracing. You're embracing that, oh my gosh, there is enough for me. I'm not taking away from somebody else because there is enough for everyone. And there is most definitely enough for me. And this leads you to the koala spirit, which says spirit has a plan. Because spirit most definitely has a plan for you. Your subconscious message in your spirit guide animal cards is the eagle spirit, which says spirit has your back. Spirit will always have your back. Trust it, know it, and move forward in that truth. Then we have the chakra cards, which say truth. Your truth is leading you forward. Your throat chakra is so important to you during this time. Healing, cleansing, singing bowls for the throat chakra is going to be so powerfully important to you. Okay, cleansing, healing that throat chakra, speaking your truth, moving forward in the communication of what you truly want. This isn't being cruel with truth, that's different. People speak the truth, but they can be mean SOBs when they do so. Don't do that. Don't do that. Take the heart into consideration and walk in your truth, walk in your power, but walk gently and walk kindly. And then we have the sacred earth, which is efficiency. All right? You're going to try and want to be really efficient, like really on point with things, powerfully moving forward, everything like that. The efficiency of your prosperity lies within you, lies within your power, lies within your truth, lies within the way that you see yourself. You're going to sabotage yourself, Sagittarius. You're going to sit there and look at efficiency and say, oh my gosh, I'm just going to do this, and get totally caught up and, see efficiency fall out the window. Move back to what you need, to what you desire, okay? And be the cheerleader for yourself. And don't let yourself get smacked off course by your own mind, right? Be efficient. It will bring you prosperity. If you're not efficient, because you might be testing something, you might be, okay, this is the point where I usually start really doubting myself, I can't do this anymore, kind of thing, you're going to see your efficiency fall. Because of one reason or another, it's going to be subconscious. And Spirit is calling you out. Spirit is calling you out on it. And it's really funny because my rising is in Sagittarius. And Spirit was like, Spirit, Dane is calling you out. Be efficient. Be efficient. And be prosperous. And do not let yourself be, be taken off path. Okay? Yeah. And your subconscious message for this whole entire reading is the Knight of Cups. A water sign energy, a Pisces, a Scorpio, a Cancer. Follow your heart. detangle the clutter within your life. All right? Detangle the clutter within your soul, within your heart, within yourself, and follow your truth. And be a defender of your heart, and you will rise to unbelievable heights. All right, Sagittarius, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you, and I love you all. Bye.